Hello, and welcome for the first time ever to a Cardboard Decoy update vlog. I felt this was kind of necessary. I have enough people now who are subscribing and commenting semi-regularly. I'm hoping at least some of you will take the time out of your day to watch this blog, or vlog as it were, and I'm going to keep this kind of short, but this is basically, it's your participation is requested formally. Basically, I'm going to talk about a few things, and I'll need some input from you, the viewer, because I want to know exactly how invested people are in my videos and that kind of a deal, but we'll get to that when we get there. First of all, in the background, you can see me doing a little bit of DS fan art. There are two different DSs in the background there. Neither of those are on my channel, but that's going to have to do with the topic at hand later on. I just wanted to go ahead and quickly explain. This is being done in Autodesk Sketchbook Pro 6.2.5. I like to draw. I draw a lot of my like in my side time, and I paint, and I've sold a few paintings in the past, and they're all, well, they're sort of very different from your, they're not fan art at all. They're psychedelic ladies and very Art Nouveau kind of deal. Art Nouveau also having to do with news later on. So, but I just wanted to go ahead and explain that yes, I do like to draw. It has been a long time since I've drawn, so I have kind of this love-hate relationship with actually drawing and painting. It's like I'll do it and I'll get on this like train of, yeah, I'm drawing, yeah, I'm painting, yeah, I'm producing all of this cool visual stuff, and I really, really like it. And then like one little thing will happen and it'll all just go to shit, and I'll be like, okay, never mind, I'm not going to draw or paint for a year. Yeah, let's stick with a year for now, and then I'll come back to it, produce a whole lot of content, and the cycle repeats itself. So right now I'm kind of on an upswing of the cycle. I decided I was going to start drawing. I finally got Autodesk Sketchbook Pro, which is actually really cheap as far as professional drawing programs go, and it's really cool. It doesn't have like Photoshop powers, but it does have these really, really spectacular painting kind of abilities, and I really like that. But anyways, this is not a review of Autodesk Sketchbook Pro. This is, right now, I am doing 3 videos a day, but my IRL is starting to catch up with me a little bit. A lot has been going on. I won't get into too many details, but a lot of unemployment and re-employment and things like that, and that's not necessarily why I moved up to 3 videos. I kind of challenged myself, but with some of the things coming on, I might go back down to 2 videos a day, and that'll be kind of a tough call for me as to how I'm going to do that. We might go to a more irregular schedule. I like being consistent, and I like having 3 episodes done and ready every day, and I've gotten pretty good at it and everything else that I need to do in order to make that timely. But yeah, my extra time to make and produce videos is probably going to get eaten up while I get adjusted to a new place of work and all this other fun stuff. And that'll be the way it is for at least maybe a month or so, but we'll see. I probably end up going for the erratic bit and just sort of making sure there's at least 2 episodes, and then whenever I feel like it, recording like a huge batch of some other videos that'll run for a little while, and then I'll go back to 2 videos a day or something like that. I'm not entirely certain. Either way, that's probably going to be what happens. Now, as for getting more to the point, I have been severely addicted to Dark Souls and Don't Starve. Don't Starve has like consumed a great deal of my time recently, and I've gotten right back into Dark Souls, trying to like finally finish the damn game. I've been told, or at least I hear, this is completely normal, where you basically get into the game, you're really into it and what's going on, and then you get to a really hard part, and then you quit for a while. For me, it was Anor Londo. Like, I got past the archers, and then there was nothing but silver knights, and I was like, okay, no thanks. And then I started playing again and realized, okay, it's time to learn how to do parries and ripostes, and I would do that, and then I was infinitely amused to find out that with the female model of the main character, and a sword, like short sword, broadsword, doesn't matter, you always stab them in the dick. So I had a great deal of fun just stabbing silver knights in the dick over and over again. So it's really amusing. I thought about making a video of it, and then I realized maybe that's a little too sophomoric even for my channel. But either way, I digress. So those 2 games, and in addition to, I got permission, or at least I know they don't offer like blanket permission. You have to email them, but they're usually pretty cool about it. From Ace and, oh, let me pull it up. I'm gonna be a really bad guy here, but Ace and this other company. Oh my God, hold on. I should have taken more notes. Abyss Odyssey is coming out on the 15th, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. Let's go store page. I'm looking up stuff on Steam here. Yeah, okay, there's no sound. That's good. And it's basically this really cool side-scrolling, fighting-based platformer that you play in kind of a, like, roguelike-ish, procedurally generated dungeon kind of deal, except your fighting is done primarily through, like a fighting game. You have to do cancels and combos and special moves and things like that, but they also kind of slowly guide you into it, and there's going to be a pretty decent amount of content based on that. Atlas, that's the other company. Yeah, duh, I freaking love Atlas. Atlas consistently puts out good stuff. Ace, I know this isn't the first time I've heard of Ace, but yeah, no, it's... Look it up on Steam. Go search Abyss Odyssey. It's super, super good looking, and I'm really excited to start playing that. So that's going to absolutely be on the channel whenever that comes out. I got the permission, or at least, official word that I can indeed make videos of it without any kind of retribution, as long as I adhere to their very, very kind requests, which is basically give them credit and make sure I tell everybody that I don't own this game whatsoever, just making videos, commentary videos on it. So, and that's really easy to do. I do that a lot of the time anyways. So yeah, that's definitely, look that up, get excited, get hype. That's going to be absolutely what happens. And then, yeah, other games. So I took requests in the past, and the big request I did get was for a lot of, like, survival first-person horror type of games, like The Forest and Daisy and Stomping Land. And let me just be really clear, I'm so over FPSs. Like, I will avoid FPSs like the plague if I can, unless it's got something I want. Like, if it's, like, God forbid, Half-Life Episode 3, I will absolutely play the shit out of that. I'll play a Portal game. There's some, like, TF2 I'm totally burned out on forever. I'll probably never watch or play that game very much ever again. I kind of, like, I stopped playing for a couple years, and then Hats and Weapons came out, and I started playing, and I was like, oh, good, I'm completely behind, and I'm, like, 3 years worse than most of the people playing. So, and that just sort of demarks it. I did get Stomping Land. However, Stomping Land, I didn't even feel justified in making, like, a Let's Look At, because that game is so completely unfinished, and there's so much missing from it. I think it's a really cool concept, don't get me wrong, and if you're going to give me a choice between dinosaurs and zombies, I'm going to go dinosaurs every time. So yeah, I like that part's a-okay. I'm cool with that. I like the hunting aspect. I like the online concept. I haven't had a chance to play with anybody. I've got one other friend who bought it, and he's basically like, yeah, I'm not touching it until that thing's closer to done. And that's pretty much my opinion too. It's like, I would present it, but I don't think presenting it now is going to absolutely do it any justice. So yeah, I don't want to put that on my channel. That's all there is to it. I'll probably play it later, but once it's much further down the road. And additionally, Daisy, not my bag, just a whole bunch of constant trolling and everything. It's not the kind of frustration I'm into. The Forest looked really good, and I kind of wanted to get it, but after being burned by Stomping Land, I'm like, I don't want to buy any more incomplete survival action games where it's become kind of the new thing to have ready to go. Like, that's the new trend that's happening right now, is all these survival action, first-person shooter, whatever type of games. And I'm not getting any more of those until they're, like, totally complete, and that's all there is to that. So yeah, right now, I mean, the main headliners that I want to play on the channel are going to be Don't Starve and Dark Souls, but they're both older games, and I don't know how much interest is actually going to be garnered from that. So I'm basically asking you, the current viewers, all 15 subscribers of you, what you would like to see between those two, just because those are my current obsessions, and I like to limit my addictive game playing to videos, because it's a little bit healthier that way, maybe. I don't know. But I want to know if that would actually be watchable or something you'd be interested in watching. Otherwise, there's other games too. Like, there could be other games that I don't really know about, but I do like city builders. You see Factorio, it's got a really cool thing to it. There's like Train Simulator and stuff. I don't know if I would actually like them, and I do own like Cities Excel, which I'm not so sure is actually that watchable. Like, I kind of gauge by what would I actually watch on YouTube, and those are pretty low on my list of like sitting down and actually watching somebody play. And I don't know, I could be wrong. I haven't really tried to see what it's all about, but I'll take suggestions as far as that goes. And there's also like some RPGs. I don't really want to get into Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls, I've tried. I've put like a handful of hours, let's say, into each Elder Scrolls game, and every time I'm just like, this doesn't contain my interest very well. It's not like Mass Effect. I kind of lump into the same thing in this semi-open narrative that you can go around and do things and level up and everything, and that's really cool. But it's not quite my deal. So if there's any other games you think, look at what I've played on the channel. And if you can think of any games that you'd like to see, please let me know, and I'll go ahead and just start making them. Now, I don't know about what series are going to end when. I know Rogue Legacy will probably be done as soon as I beat the game. I'm not going to do New Game Plus. I'm already like, whenever I play that game, I definitely get that feeling of like I'm playing this because I should play it. Like I just feel like some kind of arbitrary obligation to play it, and so I just want to get that done as soon as possible, move on to the next video, and then be done with it like that. And then Magicite, probably the same thing. Magicite's not like, oh, I'm done playing it. That's just sort of perfunctory to continue. It's more of a, I don't want to ruin it before more content gets released. Factorio is almost that way, but there's really so much in Factorio that there's no point in kind of arguing that. But yeah, no, as far as Magicite goes, I think there's a lot more that's going to get released for that game. And I've already hit the limit of, okay, as soon as I beat this game, I'm dropping it like a bad habit, waiting for more content to come out, and then I'll just do regular updates and mini-series as updates come out for things that are in Magicite. So that's pretty much the plan there. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to do. I would like y'all's feedback. Hopefully this gets enough interest from those of you, the active commenters that I currently have. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see, what you think I would be good at, all that other fun stuff. Whatever's going to keep you entertained. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. This has been my first vlog. It's gone on for about twice as much time as I originally intended it to, because I am the master of rambling. And hopefully you enjoyed this DSDS crossover fan art here that I've got going on. So there'll be more of this. This is part of a larger project for my desktop background, since I've got my dual monitors up, and there's not that many dual monitor backgrounds that I really find that appealing. I'm just making my own. So this is part one. Whenever it's finally finished, I don't know, maybe I'll put it on Imager or something like that. But either way, rambling over. I appreciate you actually sitting through and watching this whole thing, and go ahead and just leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Send me a message if you really want. If you don't want your opinion to be that public, or if you think it's weird, or you have some kind of commentary on how I'm doing things. Either way, changes are coming. If you want to contribute, that's fine. And then I'll modify my decisions based on that. If I get like a total outcry of, this game would be awesome, totally play this, then yeah, I will. But otherwise, if left to my own devices, it's going to be Dark Souls, Don't Starve, and Abyss Odyssey in lieu of what I have on the channel now, except for maybe Factorio, so I'll have to find some way to cycle them out. Either way, so thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the pretty pictures in the background, and I'll see you next time. Have fun.